The network, George Roge and Ahmed Mohammed, all the way from East Lee, two Kenyans coming together for the sake of peace. Gentlemen, if you were to give advice, or maybe if you had a one-on-one with both President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, what would you tell them? George, you first. What would you tell them? You're in a room, it's just you two and those two. What would you tell them?
I think my genuine thing to them would be, is it worth losing life? And how would you feel if you had your last minute in this life? What would you do differently? I saw a letter, somebody did a very good article saying a letter to myself at 25. Today we are, all of us, I don't think any of us is 25 in this room.
Only Cynthia.
Cynthia, yes. If you were to write a letter to yourself at 25, what would you do differently? And how would you take life differently? And that's the same question I put to them. Is there things that you think are happening that are regrettable that you could do differently, that we can change this country for? Because if we made genuine, deliberate choices, and I've gotten fond of Singapore, and I've been watching materials on Singapore, and some of the things that they have done were deliberate choices that came when they started initiative to change that country. Today, Singapore is 100 times better built than what Kenya is, and by 1964 we were at the same level. They came to look out for some of the things that we had done. Some of the policies were borrowed from Kenya. Now look at them today. They are on top of the world. We are still wallowing in poverty and in problems because we made the wrong choices. But it doesn't mean that it spells doom for us. There's still hope. But the leadership has to make genuine, deliberate choices for this country that are legitimately out of concern for the goodwill of this country. And that is what I'd ask them. Can you guys do things, or are there things that are regrettable that we can make choices for and change them?
Asmali, what would you tell them?
I mean, if I had the chance, I will tell them that it's only Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga that can change this country for the better. It's only the two of them that can lead us to prosperity. They need to talk. Kenya is bigger than any individual. And dialogue is the best form of diplomacy. So they need to talk so that Kenya has 43, 44 other tribes. And we need everyone on the deck, everyone's hands on the deck for prosperity. So I will tell them to come together, think outside the box, embrace each other, and you know, let them talk. It's good to talk. And therefore, we need this country to prosper. We need this country to prosper. We need the economy to prosper. We need the economy to flourish. We need children to go to school. I mean, the whole of this year, if you think about it, from April, the country was at standstill. From April, we were thinking of August elections. From August election, we were thinking of Supreme Court judgment. From Supreme Court judgment, we were thinking of the rerun of the presidential elections.
And now the year's gone.
So
the year's finished.
The year is basically gone.
And imagine what happens.
And universities are closed, George, before you interject. Remember, there are students who are not going to school.
Correct. They've lost a semester.
They've lost a semester, probably lose another semester. And then they're set back. These are the future of Kenya. And it doesn't discriminate. Universities have Somalis, Kikuyus, Luos.
Everybody's there. Everybody's there.
And everybody's gone, is going home. So let us think about this, the future.
The loss of 2017 means that, so it takes about 2 years for an economy to bounce back, on average. So 2017 is gone. So 2018 means that all the projects and all the resources that would have been done begin on 2018. 2018, 2019 is just trying to recover from 2017. So we start in 2020. A deprived economy of 2017 means the government will not reach its target of income. So it will not raise the money it requires to expenditure the whole of next year. So where do they raise the money? So it means next year we'll have a depressed economy. Nobody's planting right now. because, well, we are into all these heads and toes that we don't even imagine that we need to plant, we need to bring in fertilizer. So technically we are stranded because nothing is happening. So by the time 2018 comes, in January, February or April, there'll be no food. So we'll have shortage of food.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And by the way, George, by 2020, you say we'll have recovered. We'll be getting ready for 2022. You know, it's a cycle. The same
Vicious.
stupid cycle of getting back into the political thing. We leave the economy aside. Let's get back into politics. And by the way, my friend Eric Mungai has told me to tell you that Singapore's leader had to be a dictator for a long time to achieve that progress,
Beautiful.
albeit a benevolent one.
Oh, yes.
A benevolent one.
Yes. And you see, what happens with Singapore,
Yes.
for instance, Singapore, the rules are crazy. The law is working for that
You
country.
can't even spit.
You can't
Somali.
even chew.
Yeah.
Somali, you can't live there.
Well,
I can't survive in Singapore.
oh no, you can't. No, you can't.
This one.
Chewing.
Yes, he can survive in jail.
You know, you can't
There will
chew
be
gum
no
there.
sleep.
You can't chew gum.
You can't chew gum, yes. Your public government houses are better than private homes.
Wow.
Smoking is another thing.
Smoking not allowed.
Wow.
If you're found with drugs, what your mother should do is call you and say bye bye.
Because you're gone.
You'll be killed. It's a known fact.
It's a capital offense.
It's a capital offense, and they hang. They don't.
Benevolent dictatorship.
Benevolent dictatorship.
So the minute you're told, Jeff, or you are found with heroin, it's a wrap.
Quisha.
It's a wrap. And you see, these are the things that will make this country work.
Strictness.
A strict law.
And
that
by the
makes
way,
it-
George and Asmali, Kenyans pay attention. They conform to rules.
True.
Look what happened to the plastics the other day.
Yeah.
They banned
Everybody
plastics.
joined the queue.
Everybody joined the queue.
and nobody's complaining.
Nobody's carrying
We're a
plastics.
docile community.
Nobody's complaining.
We're a docile community. We just need leadership. And
We need to be
direction.
slapped around a little.
Look
direction.
at what happened when Michuki laws came.
Oh,
Matatus
Michuki
used
laws.
to carry 20 how many people?
With seat belts.
No, before Michuki. A Matatu
right.
would carry
Oh,
18, 20 people.
correct.
Now it carries 14.
14.
And they had even wanted to bring it smaller to
12.
To 12.
Yeah.
And why? Because somebody came and said this is the way forward, and it happened. Michuki Maliza Mungiki. And genuinely, there is no Mungiki today out of that fact. Is that the law can work, is only that the willingness to make this happen. And as you said, as you put it right, if 2020, by the time this economy is recovering from these shenanigans, is the time we're starting for a new election, I assure you, with all certainty, that this country will have economic depression for the next 20, 30 years.
And again, our children will blame us. They'll blame us.
We will keep saying, where were you guys? Where were you when you were nursing and jubileeing each other?
Exactly.
Where were you? Because what will happen is that people will start seeking for passports out there.
Yeah.
And we will start accompanying each other.
There you go.
But can we survive that?
No.
And on Thursday, we need people to say enough is enough. To Mechoka. We're white. It doesn't matter which political divide you are from. Cool the tempers.
Cool. Keep it cool.
Keep it cool.
Keep it cool.
Yes.
And if you join up in wearing white,
Yeah.
if you join just one person, one more person, you encourage one more, tweet Sisi Wakenya, tweet, keep
Facebook
it cool.
it.
Facebook it. Encourage people to come together. We are not being paid to do this. We are not funded by an NGO around. We just are genuine, concerned people that feel that this nation cannot stand as a divided
And it's a
nation.
public holiday, by the way.
Yeah.
So relax.
Chill.
That t-shirt. Chill.
Wow. George Joroge, Ahmed Mohammed, thank you so much, guys, for stepping up.
Thank you.
We need a point. We're at a point where people need to step up,
Yes.
and you guys are doing it. So Thursday, wherever you are, wear white.
Yes.
There's a message here. He says, white is not my color, but I'm going to wear white
Thank you
anyway.
so
Yeah, white isn't my color. This is James Eric Onyango.
Yes.
But I will wear it just to embrace peace.
Oh, yes.
Peace is a choice for me here, and that's what I'm going to embrace.
And if we got everybody out, even the president and even Raila, would say we are going to wear white on Thursday.
Yeah.
Whether they are picketing or whether you're voting,
Yeah.
then certainly it will help us keep this nation going.
And out of this small initiative, we might save our country.
There you go. Gentlemen, God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Thank you.
Let's, I have to play this song again, Jalas. It's Roger Whittaker, My Land.
Land is Kenya.
My land is Kenya.
It's the Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jalango.